chene ma biana ni kosoni ja obreti ni kukodu fo eja wo mo ankuni maba agurana na wiri kwaba akasa no makasa french wo bie na no awobo ajo asana na ho febia woni bono so awira tete wo kwani ne bani na sene ne ba.
Okay, abusuafo ya mamu nyina chi mama kwaba eba Ghana Stock Morning Maakye jumedie so our Kessben television. Sanso na mote dinka 92.9 woso awde wa fidi ato 93.3 wasantema ntem ne importem nyina no ye moache mo akwaba ene ye fiada ene ye bosome October no da to so aduonu mienu
Isa nipa basa ya mprempren ya wo.
Jono binonta bi eja wo mu anamidi asem. Asa shirina no mpana wa asem eja wo mu asoma biaba. Wodoma nkoma oba ade ehye yense. Yeni nsa woso eni je ni agrewo. Afe wonu e bi wi ase asonimu. Eba sa wo yira kwan so akire ne kwampa. No bi asem yo bi asmo. Oni pada sani awon manwem wo wi ase ha. Asama to nyonko na to baby anka mfa ho menso metene baby anka me pema yeden nanso wadoma nkoma bo ade ebo nipa bata nipa ho obi ada na nyonko yesu ensu ande yirasio obi a woni duma odidi bo a
ye beba ho no mo Mr David ewa ahoma no so David Kwame Adonten efa roto no mamene ne dwetwe nkomo mra sisia. Oh, the line I drop it. Wait here. I'm man drop it. Momo Mr. David Adonten, Director Planning, National Road Safety Authority. Near to Chinkomo about this toll. Okay, now let me go back to the story. Nana Kene Uchaderi the second. Was it election 2020 was shamefully stolen? But I'll catch some Mampeni that John Domani Mama said 2024 dear Nitia. Now Mampeni John Mama is God fearing. Nanyasa anka oka say 2016 elections so onyemwa he will plunge Ghana into chaos. Na mekai brofo bi pa higiri pigridi. Papa no yusu brofo no meba nchai. Mr. David Kwame Adonten mi mo ache.
Ejo so menia.
Nyampom to say.
Obo ade adaroma me ho ye.
Ye do obo ade ase. Road toll levy. Mr. Chremu. Form ben de teki na money Ghana for to chin koma giatum. Mikasa de we unity ekofa. De pa bo man mu. Ede na mo komo be na mudi afi de Ghana for giatum a mo sa de abai.
Yo, madam wase na me mamu achin Ghana for obi a wotie mi bia nso me mo wachin. Obo ade adaroma wada o ma de pachi yen. Yeda na sei Yaka no eye mene wo ne yebeye titru no si yebeko si yebeba ejina yelora kwanso sanse Ghana ha de yedwumadi na no ka kwanso ne yedi no na yekodi yedwumadi wo ka kwanso ne yebeko ne yebeba binam tachima binam kintampo yekoboda yeko ka mu ne yebetna na wotna ka mu ehu a eboyen ba ko ne se wanhwe yi a na ka bia ase iti kwan mu na driver ni no anye opepa na when mraso amfa advance warning triangle ntio empopra no de anye kran wantwa wurango na otika mu na driver no na niso na ho no wanhu ne yie say ya najo no de kan no akohye sa ka ya se no akum nipa abra no ukoya wa ma aden a yesi na ka bia se esi kwan mu
Okay.
Na yen yem fi ho na akum obi eno na National Road Safety Authority ejina so say baby emre bia ye de project bi ba ise kebe ya na yen chechi antobo anketenkete kakrakra obra yakọ DBL na ye koye road worthy and ye ko register your car what to car nko ade a car plan so no be fa so oye na ebetumi ato etitu abibi kakra esi bi ko etua 5 cities ebi ko 10 cities ebi 15 20 tise bia o car no so ansa na no ya hwe no kase kakra
okay
eno no ye kan bomu a ankura bia o what that ahoden no ani akade ni nimde no car no se su opani afre no entem mbofri mu anu okoyi afri ho ye di sika ni bi atua ne ka eno na dana fofia nto ata wo mu anya nto na yakoba ni se entie be ye nan num ya anya nto no yentime amfa bibia nso amesi ho amesha nan eto ye nenu da so wo ho etwen yen se se kwa de ayekese akwanhia asi afi ani mfia atwam no dodo no abi ohanche mu be ya efri enum ekwa aduro no de ebri bi wo ho a ya na efri saade no na de ba eno so de kum nipa etumi kum nipa pa epra nso a epra upratro a wanhwa a untumi nye nipa biem emo oman eti saade a Minister of Roads, Minister of Transport, the Honorable Koko for yes, Yaman, or yes, sir. Yeah, that's a Mrano, LI 2180, Road Traffic Regulations, 2012. No, Emudia entumi nye Juma, Emudia sesi system, ye sesi edibika huno, yenche, na yensie samra, na fedie, them ko agro any form, ye ko tunasi, ewo Shippers Authority, wobra yebu emu se Ghana po na mumra yenwe hwe. Ye pese asisam rabi mu kakra no towin dey kana epeja ne ho kase pa wo mu amanfo se na akosi sen enchiremu no menua ene se ye hwe eniema bia yebetumi asan aye aka ho a yebetumi ayi ka asesi kwan so ba so ne se sadia ene ye hwe mu se wa ko ka be sen no wo na obetwe wa de afiri ho ye ni ehun se da bi ne bo odin ya na obi betwe ka na wo ka na asa ne yesi ya betwe na kutia ye hu se wantu akra no obetia beye empimiensa empim 9 Ghana cedis anase empim no 5,000 4,000 or 3,000 Ghana cedis
okay
ya na dodo na nti bi 20 wo jaka da si ho wo physical betia na wo twi na si ho ka no kwa bia na asai wo so okoto spare parts o magazine na wo twi mienu no o mae Obanso ehwa no ababia ka ni sine ho da Peter Posiesie no ekum nipa eprayen na yehun se yentumi ntienti ene yenye ba ko bi nso hwe se sade a yenye ba bi e friend subscription eno no wa ka o na bia no wa ba ko hwe utowing service company service provider na do ho adon no ene e wo ne no asem o ka se si ba bi o mefa ma wo sika bi obaju bia no yenhwemu ho ye de ane se wo betwe ka ma wo
okay
and so man for said there be nibo bedding and ye na bedding na obi abe eko hu obetia sika dodo nti eno so yempene and ye yenko insurance nso e ye insurance yo o ya no kwamba yati ye de ti be hjem na momum ye nya adesua bi kakranza abe eko no ano man for say na dada no e
okay eti wada Roma David mupoma sibira ne sai ye kona mra ni ti
say no Amanfo say yanko yachi na sankofa de yenchi enti yanko yachi yankofa ba ko numra na no de na sabi o efo wo de toto ne yakikan hu na de a semetia 5 cities 10 cities 15 cities 20 anasi akosoro kwa na 100 ema ka sakesi dia enya nka no ye since emekwa ko tia 3,000 na 4,000 enti sadia yemfam right nemom yan ansam se ye de beba no ye pese amanfo nso kire wo madwen ente free na ya kono ade ya buem media poda Roma obi ati enkofo kire wo madwen ebi ni se saade a ye betua na mom montete so kakra emayen obi nso se yo yati ye beye na mom ma ba akofo onye mo ni ba dudu no a wo mo aka de na hu nimde no momwe na omamu ba bia no wo ntumi mfa omoto track ni sisi ni ai ba bia wo tiro ba bia ni aba
kasa wo ho na danko kufado no a enso so eyi ano bebacho as at the time ana omampanin dada efri adwaso no what was the state of the e-block ena enei so akodru sen adentin so na be ya besi ne aban no ntimi nwie ye badaroma
me chin in your papanti, yeah, me the brofunka crabefra.
And your who can see a cray pa. Yeah, gossip.
Good morning to everybody. Good morning to all your listeners. Until recently, until last 2 weeks, now, me presiding member of the K2 South Municipal Assembly.
Okay.
So I'm not only the NPP chairman, I was also the presiding member of the assembly from 2017 till last 2 weeks.
Okay.
Until minimum a project name Ansana Nana Ado, His Excellency Eba Akonyano Sono. The state of the project was 30%. 30%. It was at only the first floor of the building. Nana Baeno or Twaso up to the 4th floor.
Or say 30%.
30% complete. And as I'm speaking to you, project 90% completed. Omwa apenti, omwa rufi, omwa yebibia.
I wish I had these pictures.
My pictures no matter me.
You cry your hanky to screen, but we are having a little hitch.
So over the 4 years period, and a 5 years period, we moved from 30% to 90% completion.
More abandoning.
Exactly. It was not it isn't an abandoned project. It's an ongoing project. So it's not true. Say it was abandoned.
Okay. Now, Aflao, a year to South Mompotemo.
Yeah.
More school, a year senior high school.
There were 4 senior high schools.
Oh, okay.
There was St. Paul's Secondary School. There was Some Secondary School. There was 3 Town Secondary School. And there was Kliko Sectec. So 4. I was K2 South Municipal. No.
And Tinanka way back home.
Nanka way back home. So in Aflauta, there were 3 traditional areas.
Okay.
So Aflauta traditional area, no. And I was St. Paul's Secondary School. I'm an old student of that school.
Okay.
So and also, so the Aflao traditional area, no, we have the rural Aflao and the urban Aflao. So the St. Paul Secondary School, no, and no, the rural Aflao. It's a big secondary school. So it's the urban, the main urban town, no, and away, that school way.
Okay. Okay. All right. But hold on, mommy. We were Solomon Kuboji, NDC chairman.
Okay.
Honorable Maakye.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Now, what to say?
I don't speak your language, so...
No problem. It's okay. Let me ask of this project that is in contention this morning. I'm just speaking to Haliga, who says that the project as they took off was just 30% completed. They have done it up to 90%. So in the first place, it's not abandoned. Nana Danko Kufuado, in responding to a comment that was said by Togbe Fiti, had said that if it's an ultimatum, then Togbe Fiti should go and do it himself. But after, he said every project that that has to do with education will not be abandoned. Let me hear your response to the issue.
Okay, good morning to your listeners. I'm happy to be part of the discussion that is ongoing as far as this classroom block is concerned. The classroom block was started during the Mahama administration. When we lost power to the MPP, they have taken over and they are working on it steadily. But it's long overdue that most of the schools that have been abandoned, ours have reached a stage where a serious attention must be taken so that completion can be done for our children to have access to it. But what I listened to the MPP chairman saying, Aflau, we have 3 traditional areas.
That's right.
But the only secondary school that Aflau has does not even belong to the government. It belongs to the Catholic mission. And it's not being used as a minor seminary, which we were all students of that school. So the densely populated area, which is Aflau, urgently need a secondary school, which the paramount chief is fighting for. So he gentlemanly or respectfully was just asking the Minister of Education to speed up so that the next academic year the school can be open for his children to have access to the school. This should not be the third World War. So we're surprised and taken aback that our Excellency should be rhetoric and give a disrespectful reply to our enviable chief who is being developmental oriented for the past 25 years on the throne, known worldwide for being a very sober, humble person who always fight for development. So we, the youth and stakeholders in this community, are very agitated and worried about the reply given to our chief, because the free SHS is given to the whole Ghanaian to be enjoyed, and Aflau is not being part of it because there is no such school that free SHS is taken off.
Okay.
So the chief is not mad. He was just gentleman, was approached by the minority. I was also giving his version or his views as not a spectator but an active member of this country.
All right. So, Mr. Haliga.
Yes, sir.
What's your Solomon Kumoji? If it's only in Accra, they call the same school.
Me or no, any of him in a classmate.
Kumoji ne Haligane or him, we are classmates.
I was even the spokesperson for the chief for 10 years.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So the response that the president gave to the fun to say, because every movie said the way the question was put, entino no suyi anosa, entino fault Omanhene Bibra and ye. Bim Sufi said that Omanhene could have also been a bit moderate in his response.
Omanhene si enipa. Omanhene si enipa. Say na sa question no. The journalist no bisa question and anosa, but that was not even what the chief said.
Okay,
that was not what even the chief said. That was what was reported by the media.
The media no necessary.
And this is for no. The agenda been a call, which played into the game. It played into the game of the NDC. I want to hear propaganda. NDC for Baho propaganda.
Say, you abandon projects. No?
Exactly. Well, if you listen to the NDC chairman, clearly, it means work is ongoing steadily. So, how come the minority caucus from Parliament reported that the project was abandoned? A project that the constituency chairman of NDC is saying is going on steadily. How come it was reported in the media that the project was abandoned? Ask yourself. So it was.
And about saying, how are you taking it? MPP, Monamo Power, Omanhene Yaw, Utie, Mr. Kumoji, I will say the people are agitated and they are not happy because to them it's like their chief has been disrespected. We are not saying.
Oh, and then it's actually it's like that. But what is this? Just a storm in the teacup. When he said, His Excellency the President, any topic 15, we are down for power. Wait, a 1 week, no, or 1 Kasa.
GD Sombe Kasa.
Oh, make it power, we are down for power.
Mr. Kuma GD and our worker, name PJ.
Sir, is for my classmates and I, there's no need for us to play any politics into this.
Okay.
Because this is between Togbi and the president of Ghana.
Okay.
Despite the fact that it was a minority caucus of education that went there wearing NDC cloud or whatever, does not mean that the president has the audacity to speak to our chief anyhow.
Okay.
So whatever will be happening in Aflau from today has nothing to do with MPP or NDC.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. What you're watching on TV, yeah, well, just a minute near Kwaba. The old picture, I'm the Tosono, Bra, Omanhene Yaw, the state of the project. Yeah, Omanhene Dada Mama Fred Jasono. Now 30%, that's what they say, 30%. And I'm show TV no so.
Say nana project.
And I say see so project no any. And you know, you can't use a word like abandoned for this project. Maybe it is slow. Maybe for 5 years the expectation was like but now come away. Abono nsia parameter de num ye the adjadu krato ebremo na if you hono ma de aka bia ne baba mo ne entena free summary yakoya ye beda mo